What you just saw is not two separate design decisions. It is one decision, and engineers are calling it the most complete residential design combination available in the Barndominium space right now. On its own, the U-shaped Barndominium is one of the most requested floor plans of 2025 and 2026, and we've covered why engineers love it. On its own, the single-slope roof is the most structurally efficient and solar-optimized roof form in residential metal construction. But when you put them together, when a structural engineer looks at a U-shaped footprint and a single-slope roof profile working in the same building at the same time, something happens that neither design achieves alone. Light multiplies, passive thermal performance stacks, the courtyard becomes protected in a completely different way, and the solar array potential on a U-shaped single-slope roof is unlike anything else in this space. Today, I'm going to break down exactly why this combination works, the structural logic, the energy logic, the lifestyle logic, and why the builders and engineers who figured this out are producing Barndominiums that outperform everything else on the market right now. Let's go. The U-shaped Barndominium meets the single-slope roof, why smart engineers are combining them, and what it means for your build. Before we go deep on the combination, a quick foundation on what each design delivers independently, because understanding that is what makes the combination make sense. The U-shaped Barndominium creates a three-sided structure wrapping around a central protected courtyard. Two wings extend forward from a connecting rear section. The courtyard sits in the open end of the U, accessible from multiple rooms simultaneously, sheltered from wind on three sides by the building itself. Its structural advantages, corner bracing, drainage management, acoustic zone separation, and protected outdoor living are the reasons engineers keep recommending it. The single-slope Barndominium uses a monopitch roof, one continuous plane sloping from a high wall on one side to a low wall on the other. The high wall creates the opportunity for continuous clerestory glazing and dramatic interior ceiling volume. The uniform slope simplifies solar panel mounting. The single roof plane drains to one eave, eliminating internal valleys. It is structurally direct, thermally predictable, and aesthetically modern.
Both designs are excellent on their own. But when engineers orient a single-slope roof over a U-shaped footprint with deliberate intent, the high wall facing the courtyard, the low eave facing outward, something completely new happens. Here's what that looks like. There are 6 specific reasons this combination outperforms both designs individually. Reason 4 is the one that surprised me most when I researched it, and it involves something that happens inside the courtyard on a hot summer afternoon, backed by peer-reviewed data. Stay with me. Reason 1. The high wall faces inward, light into the courtyard. This is the design decision that changes everything about how both the interior and the courtyard feel. In a standard single-slope Barndominium, the builder chooses which direction the high wall faces. Most commonly, it faces south or southeast to capture passive solar gain and views. That's a perfectly sound decision when you're working with a simple rectangular footprint. But in a U-shaped single-slope combination, the high wall faces inward toward the courtyard. Every room in both wings and the connecting rear section now has its tallest wall looking into the protected outdoor space. That means floor-to-ceiling glass on the high wall doesn't face the road or the neighbors, it faces the courtyard. The most dramatic glazing in the entire building, producing the most natural light, serves the most private space. The result is a great room, kitchen, and dining area that are flooded with reflected courtyard light from a protected private orientation, while the exterior of the building presents a lower, more private roofline to the outside world. The single-slope roof is not just a roof anymore, it's a light delivery system pointed deliberately at your best living space. Reason 2. Solar array maximization on the U footprint. This is where the combination produces a result that no standard rectangular single-slope design can match. The single-slope roof is universally recognized as the most solar-optimized residential roof form available. The uniform slope simplifies mounting,
aligns all panels at the same angle for consistent generation, and eliminates the shading conflicts created by ridges, valleys, and hips. Engineering references consistently note that the single-slope truss design allows for effective photovoltaic orientation in a way that other roof forms complicate.
Now, apply that solar-optimized roof plane to a U-shaped footprint. 2 full wings plus a connecting rear section, all under one continuous angled surface. You are not working with one rectangular roof. You are working with 3 interconnected roof planes, each oriented at the same optimal angle, covering a significantly larger total surface area than an equivalent square footage rectangle. For a family building with energy independence in mind, whether fully off-grid or simply grid-reducing, a U-shaped single-slope Barndominium provides more usable south-facing roof real estate for solar generation than virtually any other residential form at the same square footage. That is not a marginal advantage. Over the 20-plus year lifespan of a solar installation, it is a structural decision with compounding financial returns. Reason 3.
Drainage solves itself.
And for anyone who's researched combination roof designs, this one is the relief you've been looking for. One of the most common concerns with complex footprints, L-shapes, U-shapes, any non-rectangular building, is what happens at the roof junctions. Where 2 roof planes meet, you get a valley, and valleys concentrate water, require careful flashing, create the highest risk leak points in any roof, and demand skilled craftsmanship to execute correctly. The U-shaped single-slope combination, when properly designed, dramatically simplifies this problem. Each wing of the U carries its own single-slope roof plane, one continuous surface draining to a single low eave at the exterior edge of that wing. The connecting rear section carries its own plane. The slope direction on every surface runs away from the courtyard, directing all water toward the outer perimeter of the building. When oriented correctly, there are no internal valleys draining toward the courtyard. Water leaves the building at the outer edges of each wing and the rear section, the exact opposite of where you want to avoid water concentration, which is near your foundation, your glazing, and your outdoor living space. The roof geometry actively manages drainage by design. Reason 4 is the one backed by published engineering research, and it's why this combination is getting serious attention in passive design circles. Don't skip this one.
Reason 4. The courtyard becomes a passive thermal asset. This is where the research gets specific and compelling. Published research in peer-reviewed journals examining courtyard building performance, including a study published in Science Direct analyzing courtyard buildings in hot summer climates, found that well-designed courtyards can reduce building cooling demand by 8 to 18%, depending on courtyard geometry. A separate parametric study published in Nature's Scientific Reports, running nearly 29,000 design simulations across 5 warm climate cities, consistently confirmed that courtyard geometry and enclosure characteristics can reduce indoor overheating and cooling demand. It's important to be clear, this passive cooling benefit is most significant in hot, arid, and warm climates. In cooler or temperate regions, the thermal dynamics are different, and you'd consult your engineer about orientation and glazing strategy accordingly. But across much of the American South, Southwest, and Sunbelt, where the majority of Barndominiums are built, this is directly applicable data. Now add the single-slope roof to this equation. The continuous overhang created by the low eave of the single-slope roof, when oriented correctly over the courtyard, provides strategic afternoon shade across the courtyard during peak heat hours. The high wall on the interior side allows warm air to rise and exhaust above the glass line. The courtyard creates cross-ventilation pathways into adjacent interior rooms through the open end of the U. Stack effect ventilation and cross-ventilation working simultaneously inside your own building footprint, driven entirely by the geometry of the design, with no mechanical assistance required. Every percentage point of cooling demand reduced by that passive geometry is money directly off your utility bill, built into the shape of the structure from day one. Reason 5. Acoustic wing separation with visual connection. Reason 5. The lifestyle advantage that becomes an engineering recommendation the moment you try to build it any other way. The U-shaped footprint naturally separates its two wings acoustically, one wing active, one wing private. In a standard U-shape, those wings connect through the interior common areas, meaning acoustic separation depends on the quality of interior wall construction and door placement. In the U-shaped single-slope combination, the high glazed wall facing the courtyard creates a secondary connection between the wings, a visual one. From the master bedroom in one wing, you can see the light in the kitchen of the other through the glass, across the courtyard, without hearing anything. Visual connection, acoustic separation. The family is present to each other without being on top of each other. For multi-generational families, and according to NAR's 2025 Generational Trends Report, 17% of all recent home purchases surveyed covered July 2023 through June 2024 were multi-generational, up from 14% the year before. This combination is structurally purpose-built for exactly the living arrangement those families need. One generation per wing, connected by the courtyard that belongs to both. Reason 6, and this is the one that makes people emotional when they first walk through the building. From the road, from the street, from the neighbors, a U-shaped single-slope Barndominium presents its low eave to the world. The roofline sits close to the ground on the exterior faces of each wing. The building looks modest, private, controlled. No towering glass walls visible from outside, no dramatic statements to the public side. Then you walk in, you move through the entry, you turn toward the courtyard, and the full height of the high wall, floor-to-ceiling glass looking out onto the private courtyard, trees, sky, garden, pool, opens up in front of you. The drama is entirely reserved for the people inside. The luxury is invisible from the exterior and overwhelming from the interior. This is not just an aesthetic decision, it is a security and privacy decision, a thermal decision. The low exterior eave reduces wind uplift exposure on the most weather-exposed faces, and a design philosophy decision. The building faces inward. It gives everything to the people who live there and almost nothing to the passing world. That is intentional architecture. And it's why engineers and architects who've built this combination consistently describe it as the most complete residential design concept they've worked on.
The honest trade-offs. Cost. A U-shaped footprint adds approximately 8 to 15% to your structural build cost versus a comparable rectangle. More foundation perimeter, more exterior wall footage, more corner framing. The single-slope roof is generally cost-competitive with a gable, but the combination of a U footprint with 3 interconnected single-slope planes requires precise structural engineering where those planes connect at the rear section junction. This is not a standard prefab kit configuration. It requires an experienced builder who has executed this specific combination before. Budget the structural premium honestly from the start. Land requirement. The U footprint spreads wider than a rectangle at equivalent interior square footage. On a tight or narrow lot, the geometry may not fit. Site assessment before committing to the floor plan is non-negotiable, and orientation matters enormously. The open end of the U needs clear access to prevailing breeze direction and favorable sun angle for the passive benefits to function as intended. And the roof junction detailing. Where the 3 single-slope planes connect at the rear section of the U, that connection requires careful flashing and engineering. Done correctly, it performs flawlessly for decades. Done incorrectly, it becomes a maintenance issue. The answer is not to avoid the design, it's to hire an engineer who has done it and a builder who has built it. Here is the summary that matters. The U-shaped Barndominium and the single-slope roof are each excellent individual design decisions, but when an engineer looks at both together, high wall facing the courtyard, solar array covering 3 optimized roof planes,
passive thermal geometry built into the footprint in warm climates, acoustic separation with visual connection between wings, dramatic interior luxury hidden behind a modest private exterior. The combination doesn't just add the benefits of each design, it multiplies them. Light multiplies, solar generation multiplies, thermal performance multiplies in the right climate. The building becomes more than the sum of its two design languages. That is why smart engineers keep recommending this combination, not because it's the easiest build, it isn't, but because when it's done right, it produces a Barndominium that outperforms every other configuration in light, energy, livability, and enduring design quality. Drop a comment right now. Would you build this combination, or does the added complexity put you off? And if you've seen one of these built in person, tell me what it was like to walk into. I read every comment, and I genuinely want to know. If this changed how you think about combining design elements, like it and share it with someone in the planning phase. Subscribe for more content that goes this deep into the design logic. I'll see you in the next one.